If you've been playing guitar for any amount of time, you know that even if your guitar is in tune, if your intonation is off, it still sounds wonky. And if you've got a Floyd Rose, you know that it isn't your typical thing where you just, tighten a screw or loosen a screw. But with the right tool, it is a lot easier. So today from Speed Designs in Canada, we're going to take a look at the Precision Intonation tool. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, if your tuning is perfect but it still sounds sour, it's likely that your intonation is off. Floyd Roses, well, they're a little bit fidgety when it comes to setup on them, but this tool right here from Speed Designs in Canada really makes a big difference. See, on a Floyd Rose, everything is under tension and each one of the bridges just has one set screw that holds that bridge in place. And if you were to loosen that up under tension, it just pops it forward. So what do? Well, this right here clamps right onto them and then allows you to use that little wheel to adjust it. If after watching the demo you think, yes, that would definitely make my life a lot better with a Floyd Rose, I'm going to put a link right down in the description so you can go directly to their website and you can find them there. Okay, so here we go. Speed Precision Intonation tool features a knob with graduated markings, dual claws for straight alignment, CNC machined and anodized, and works with the following tremolos: Floyd Rose Original, Special, Floyd Rose EVH, Floyd Rose 1000, and 1500. Okay, so we'll just pop it open. And there is a little instruction sheet inside of here. Pretty much explains how to use it. And once you see how it actually works, you'll be like, oh yeah, okay. Take out the little card there. Okay, so the design on this thing is actually really nice. So this is the part that moves right here, and that's going to grab onto the front of your saddle. And then this part right here is going to grab onto the back of the comb right here, and this little hole is going to go over your fine tuner. And then we look at the red knob, you'll see that there's dashes and there are dots, right? And there's a little line that's right above there. And then according to the manual, the line above the knob is your reference. If the knob stops in between the dot and the dash, do not force the knob to a dot or dash. To move the saddle 1 millimeter in either flat or sharp, you just rotate the knob 1.5 turns. This is equivalent to 6 dots or 6 dashes. And if you want 0.5 millimeter travel, then turn the knob 3 dots or 3 dashes. And to make things a little bit easier on the side, it shows flat and sharp. And you're going to turn it one way if it's flat and one way if it's sharp. And that number right there is just the model number. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to place it on there like that. We'll go ahead and loosen this so that we can pull the string aside down there, and we'll get it, make sure that it's tuned. All right, so let's check the tune on that. So that's good, and then we're going to go to the 12th fret, and it is sharp. So that means we want to move the saddle back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this string over. I'm going to loosen up this bolt right here. I want to be pushing down on that. We're going to move it back just by turning that knob. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that back down now. Okay, and then we're going to tune that again. Okay, then the 12th fret. Still a little bit sharp. And pull it back. I am looking at the dots and the dashes on there. There we go. Now we're good. Now I'm just going to make sure that I have that completely locked down. And of course you can go down the line and do each one of those strings. And of course you're going to want to come back and lock that down. There we go. Now there are quite a few tools that you'll find for intonation on a Floyd Rose. All of them do basically the same job. This one right here, I really like how it works. Just stick it on there, loosen up a couple of bolts, the one on your locking nut and the one that's holding that saddle, and dial it in. Bob's your uncle, you're set. Now this comes from the same company that made the nut bar that I put on the Jackson JS11. They also make these. They make a bunch of different things, but these are pedal toppers. You know, when you've got a button on your pedal and you need a bigger space for your foot to hit on. These are pretty cool. Let me pull one of these out of here. And there we go. Also machined aluminum. These have a magnet on the inside of them right there. And then there's a little set screw that's on the side, so you can really tighten it on there if you want to do that. But, you know, just a nice little pedal topper addition. You know, not some little plastic piece. These are nice and sturdy. It says on the package works on the 3/8 inch or 10 millimeter 3 DPT foot switches, 24 millimeter outer diameter. And they're just called speed pedal toppers, obviously made in Canada. So yeah, if you're looking to make your life just a little bit easier with your Floyd Rose, you might want to pick one of these up and get your intonation set perfectly. Just a quick little video, kind of fits in that Fast Tech Friday type of thing, but this is a nice little piece of tech and I'm digging it. Listen, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comment, share, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and notification bell. Click both of those. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. I really, really do appreciate your support. It's very humbling to me. Just keep doing it and make some comments down there. Let me know what you'd like to see me review here on the channel. Tell me what you think of this, whatever. Just leave a comment. I appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.